climate cult scientists getting all this money and prestige out of their lives with the UN and the big banks and George Soros and Al Gore have celebrations and parties when scientists that have criticized them die. Or they talk about how they want to beat people up. The media is going with the tabloid angle, not how in these emails they talk about how do we set people up? How do we get them fired? How do we get with the government and block documents coming out proving we're lying? How do we block FOIA requests? How do we threaten prestigious peer-reviewed journals not to publish findings? How do we do this? How do we get the government to pull funding? This is criminal. Racketeering, conspiracy to engage in mass fraud for monetary gain. Period. But that pales in significance to the fraud itself of lying with these numbers. This is off the charts. They use the word trick by Jones has been seized on by skeptics. Trick? Who say his email offers proof of collusion between scientists who distort evidence to support their assertion that human activity is influencing climate change. Then there's the debate about, is climate change good? Well, it's normal. It goes up and down. The sun's cooled off. The entire solar system's getting cooler. Then there's the issue about how they lie in this mass hoax and tell everyone that no scientist questions man-made global warming. No one questions that this is going on. It's a conspiracy theory to say that it may be the sun or that carbon dioxide's good. There's that hoax. This is like Piltdown Man, where they took the jawbone of a pig and said it was the missing link. It took 41 years for that hoax to come out. We have to expose this hoax now, or they're going to be able to build their world government taxation system and regulatory system through this. We'll be right back.
This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator that produces pure drinking water right from the humidity in the air. No, this isn't science fiction. It's very real. I know because I use one every day in my own home, and it's available right now to you. Because you know exactly where your water comes from with Ecola Blue, you'll know what's in your cup. Clean, great-tasting water without all the pollutants. Get your family off the grid today by ordering your own Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator for your home or business. Their best seller, the Ecola Blue 28, produces up to 7 gallons of water every day. The Ecola Blue 28 is easy to use and economical. Generate your own pure water from the humidity in the air. This system is free of chemicals and uses a multi-stage filtration system, including reverse osmosis, carbon filters, and ultraviolet lights. Order now and claim your water independence today by calling Ecola Blue at 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Or visit Ecola Blue on the web at www.ecoloblu.com today.
Why are you letting that search engine spy on you?
Spy on me?
Yeah. Don't you know Google, Yahoo, and other search engines record all your searches and store them in a giant database? You should use StartPage instead.
StartPage?
Yeah, StartPage.com. The new name for XQuick, the world's most private search engine. They don't record your searches or your IP address, and the search results are great. Plus, StartPage is third-party certified, and it's totally free.
I don't want Big Brother watching what I do on the internet. I'm adding StartPage to my browser.
Right. Go to StartPage.com and start searching with privacy.
Hello, folks. This is Alex Jones. There are some habits you need to break if you want to hold on to your privacy. That's why I'm inviting you to take the 1-week StartPage challenge. The next time you're about to look something up on Google, Yahoo, or Bing, go to StartPage.com instead. Try 7 days of StartPage and break the Big Brother habit. Do yourself and your privacy a favor. Try StartPage.com for 7 days and start protecting your privacy. That's StartPage.com.
On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years, hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw of free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power. A gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
Aerial spraying, chemtrails, the modified atmosphere, heavy metals and pesticides, carcinogens and chemical fibers all falling from the sky. You have a choice to keep your body clean. Detoxify with microplant powder from hempusa.org or call 908-691-2608. It's odorless and tasteless and used in any liquid or food. Protect your family now with microplant powder. Cleaning out heavy metals, parasites, and toxins. Order it now for daily intake and stock it now for long-term storage. Visit hempusa.org or call 908-691-2608 today.
Pienso que un sueño parecido no volverá más.
Hitler was an environmentalist, and he believed that they needed to set up a world Aryan government to then cut off resources, use inoculations, use chemicals in the water to sterilize Africans, Asians, Latin Americans, and kill them. He quoted the British model of the concentration camp, then adopted by the United States with the Native Americans, in many of his speeches and in Mein Kampf. He got all his eugenics ideas from the U.S. and England, the Cold Springs Harbor that IBM runs today as the Human Genome Project. The head of the Human Genome Project had to resign 2 years ago for saying black people weren't humans. He's the Nobel Prize winner for discovering the double helix of DNA. So real Nazis pose as liberals who love black people and love brown people. And we want to save the third world with a global tax on the third world, the first world, the developing world. How are they going to sell a world dictatorship over resources to turn the resources off, a State Department Memorandum 200 states by Henry Kissinger in 73, now declassified? How are they going to do that? They teach the kids they're bad, teach them humans are evil, teach them industrial societies are evil, and then bring in a carbon tax that shuts down industrial societies. Paul Watson has the article up at prisonplanet.com with all the quotes of Maurice Strong and Ted Turner and Jacques Cousteau and Prince Philip and the UN. My film Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, covers it all. You cannot make up the horrifying magnitude of this. Remember, it's not just a fraud to tax you. It's a fraud to take over your entire life. That's why I'm so excited that these hackers got in, got the secret emails over 10 years. 13 years, from 1996 to 2009, 13 years of secret documents, thousands of documents, over 1,000 emails. People are going through them. Every hour, articles are coming in as people read more of the emails. It's absolutely devastating. Devastating. And here's the AP talking to the main scientist admitting he wrote them. This is real. Some media is trying to spin saying, well, we can't authenticate these. The police admit they were stolen. The people in them admit it. The author confirmed was genuine from Dr. Jones' own document. AP, headline, hackers leak emails stoke climate debate. Now, we need to have a battle plan to get the word out about this. That's why the most detailed, wide-reaching, every angle covered stories are being posted at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. That's why I've got a video going up next hour at the Alex Jones channel on YouTube that must go totally viral that I shot this morning, where in 10 minutes, succinctly, I lay all this out. Global warming on trial. Inhofe calls for investigation of UN IPCC. That's got to go viral. Call for independent inquiry into ClimateGate as global warming fraud implodes. That's the big main article that has to go totally mega viral. We need to call for civil suits by the scientists that these scientists with the government and the UN were calling to be persecuted, to be fired, to get in trouble, to not have their papers published, to have their funding cut. If we go absolutely wild with this information on a crusade against this fraud, on a jihad, against this fraud. It is over for these people. The key, the capstone of their world government is the global carbon tax.